I've got Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is one of the worst types of muscular dystrophy. It's a genetic condition in which the muscles in the body get wasted. I need a full-time aide with me to take out all my books and to feed me and all the personal care stuff.
I met Savant and his family back in 2005 when I first started working at Baptcare, and he came to us because he needed support through case management to link him into services and required funding to help meet some of his day-to-day living, whether it be recreation and leisure or equipment. Some of the funding that we've been able to secure for Savant has been equipment to make his home more accessible, like a portable ramp. He's had a shower toilet chair to help with meeting some of those personal care needs, equipment, utensils, funding towards wheelchair or any modifications to wheelchair just so it's more comfortable for him. And he's a devoted football fan, so memberships to football clubs.
Yeah, Rose has been very good to me. She's given me a lot of moral support at tough times, which has made me strive more to do better and achieve my goals. I went quite well with school. I got an NT of 95.05, which I think is good. I worked quite hard for it, I had to. My most immediate goal is to do my Bachelor of Biomedicine degree, and then I want to do some postgraduate studies and then finally go into research work. Always aim high and follow your goals. Never get demoralized by the challenges you face, because the challenges can be overcome if you work hard.
What brought me to Baptcare 3 years ago was that I had bipolar depression, which made, for me, impossible to live by myself. I kept going into hospital.
Since coming to Karana, Joan has again become quite independent. She's left her room. She's become involved with activities both within Karana but also outside of Karana. I feel that the perception out there is that with aged care, that's the end of the journey. Whereas here at Karana, and Joan being an example, it's very much can be the start of a journey.
I've come to Karana where I've been supported, and instead of going in and out of hospital several times a year, I've been free to live a normal life. It's been wonderful, and I'm really, I think, catching up on the loss of 20 years of life.
It's very difficult to survive as an asylum seeker because I'm just one of the lucky people that could get a good accommodation like this. There are many people out there that still don't have anywhere to sleep. Some of them sleep in the street, at the park, just to make sure they survive as asylum seekers in Australia.
Our clients, including Dot, have gone through some enormously arduous situations that we cannot even imagine going through. Many of our clients have been tortured, arrested. They've seen members of their family killed in front of them.
The fear of persecution that actually made me run away from my country will not make me feel like, having contact with anybody, because I don't want them to know where I am. I don't want them to know what I'm doing.
Well, when Dot moved into Sanctuary, he had no work rights. No income means no ability to pay for accommodation, to pay rent. It also means no ability to buy food or see a doctor.
I've got some qualities, I've got some things I can do to support myself, to live in the community, and also I believe I can be useful to the community. I'm still concerned about my case at immigration. I really don't know what's going to be the end. But when you have a roof on your head, major part of your problems are solved. Baptcare shows a practical example of what Jesus Christ preached when he was alive. Baptcare has been very wonderful in supporting us, making us feel there is still hope in this life. We don't have to lose hope.
Well, it's just Tamika and I. I'm a single mum. I felt depressed and isolated, no family around to support me. The maternal and child health service could see how I was, that I needed that sort of support and that friendship, and they said, look, there's a service out there that can come around and help you and just be your friend, and that, you know, that person to talk to, and it was Baptcare.
The things that come to mind about Charlene at that time was she was exceptionally fragile. It was quite upsetting to see, because she obviously was trying her best to raise this little girl with no support from family, little support from friends, and she'd lost trust in just about everybody. So she'd withdrawn. So slowly her world had become smaller and smaller and smaller. For me, it was important that we could bring someone into their lives who was going to give her that confidence back again. Lynn Marie definitely was that right person.
When I go to visit Charlene and Tamika, I usually have a gorgeous rowdy welcome from Tamika, who's always so happy and welcoming. Maybe we might do some drawing, we might go outside and play on the play equipment, we might just sit and talk. It depends on really what Charlene's needing at that time.
When I was at my lowest level and, you know, doing it tough, they came in and said, hey, we're here, it's okay. It's given me faith in people again, and trust, yeah, and to get out in the world and live.
5 years ago, Dad had an aneurysm and subsequent strokes. From being perfectly healthy, he ended up in a wheelchair, aphasic, unable to talk, paralysed on the right-hand side of his body. 3 years ago, I got a call from Judy Hardy from Baptcare introducing herself. She'd been appointed Dad's case manager.
I was able to offer myself as a care manager, and then there's a range of services that are available, and it's individually tailored to each client.
When something like this occurs to a household, to a family, especially if you have no idea like ourselves, you don't really know where to start from. So sometimes you think of only the big things, but in reality it's all the little things. Some of the facilities or products that they've helped us get is Dad's motorised wheelchair. The other thing that's been really invaluable has been the ramp system. Now he can be part of it out in the backyard. He can watch Mum do gardening. He can just be outdoors and outside, which has been really great.
The most fulfilling part was when I did a home visit, and I went when the physio was there and he was walking.
Judy, no doubt now, after being with us for nearly 3 years, or over 3 years, and Baptcare have become part of our extended family. We feel like we're part of their family and they're part of ours.